So, good morning, my dear students. We will discuss further the types of connective tissue. Types of connective tissue. In this, the first type is connective tissue proper. Connective tissue proper or proper connective tissue. My dear students, you have to just write heading types of connective tissue. Clear? In this there are three we have discussed. So, first we are discussing now connective tissue proper. Connective tissue proper is of further three types. First one is areolar tissue. Areolar tissue. Areolar tissue. It is most widely spread. All the things you have to write about areolar. It is most widely spread occurring beneath the epidermis of our skin. Beneath the epidermis of our skin, there is areolar tissue. Clear? You can see in the diagram also. Areolar tissue beneath the epidermis. Clear? At the upper layer we have epidermis. Below this epidermis there is areolar tissue. It makes the skin elastic. Our skin is so elastic, no? It is due to this areolar tissue. So, it makes the skin elastic and helps to withstand pulling strain. This last line is the function of areolar tissue. Clear? This is the first line, it is the location. First line is location of areolar tissue. And the second line, it makes the skin elastic and helps to withstand pulling strain. This is the function of areolar tissue. Clear all of you? See once more time. From here to here, it is most widely spread occurring beneath the epidermis of skin. This is the location of areolar tissue. Clear? And further, from starting from this line, second line, it makes the skin elastic and helps to withstand pulling strain. This is the function of areolar tissue. So, you have to study location and function of areolar tissue. Clear? Location and function of areolar tissue. Clear? All of you got understand? Areolar tissue function, it makes the skin elastic and helps to withstand pulling strain. Next, my dear students, let us see next tissue, adipose tissue. Next tissue is adipose tissue. It has a specialized cell which store fat. So, first function is already clear. It store fat. It has a specialized cell which store fat. Clear? The tissue forms padding under the skin, around kidney, eyeball, etc. So, this is the function of adipose tissue. This is very important. All of you must write it. Adipose tissue. Clear? So, which tissue stores the fat? Adipose tissue. Adipose tissue stores the fat. Clear all of you? Then we have certain diagrams below it. You can see it. This is the diagram. Next, this one is the diagram. Cartilage, bone cell. This we will discuss afterwards. Fibrous connective tissue. These are the types of fibrous connective tissue. This fiber we will be dealing further. Clear? Next, my dear students, see this one. Padding under skin act as insulation for retaining the body heat. So, this padding, it means adipose tissue, it store the fat under the skin, it act as insulation. It act as insulation. It act as insulation. So, just now we have discussed three proper connective tissue, my dear students. First one was, first is areolar tissue, second adipose tissue which store the fat, and the third one is fibrous connective tissue. This is the third one, my dear students, fibrous connective tissue. Clear? It is made up of elongated cells referred to as fibers. The fibers are strong and bundled together by areolar tissue. They form tendon. These fibers, they form tendons which connect muscle to bone. So tendons connect muscle to bone. In fibrous connective tissue, you have to discuss two things: tendon and ligament. Tendon connect muscle to bone, and ligaments which connect bone to bone and hold them in position. So tendons connects muscle to bone, ligaments connect bone to bone. This is very important. Tendons and ligaments, all of you must note down in your notebook. Difference between tendon and ligament is asked in the exam. Difference between tendons and ligament is asked in the exam. Sometimes function is asked. So tendons connect muscle to bone, ligaments connect bone to bone. Clear? Tendons connect muscle to bone and ligaments connect bone to bone. So here you must write one question: difference between tendon and ligaments. Clear? Difference between tendon and ligament. Difference question will be asked from here. Clear? Difference of tendon and ligaments. Clear? Tendons connects muscle to bone. Once more I am telling you, all the students must learn from here difference between tendon and ligaments. Tendons which connect muscle to bone and ligaments connect bone to bone. All the students must write it. Difference between tendon and ligaments. Next, my dear students, we have supportive connective tissue. Supportive connective tissue. Supportive connective tissue deals with cartilage and bone. It consists of cartilage and bone. Supportive connective tissue, it consists of cartilage and bone. My dear students, in exam, difference between is asked between cartilage and bones. Difference between cartilage and bones is asked in the exam. So cartilage is a non-porous tissue. Cartilage, it is a non-porous tissue. The underlined things you must note it. Cartilage is a non-porous tissue. It has no blood vessels or nerves. No blood vessels or nerves. Cartilage is a non-porous tissue. It has no blood vessel and nerves. Cartilage is semi-transparent and elastic. Cartilage is semi-transparent and elastic. Cartilage is found in the tip of nose, external ear, trachea, bronchial tubes, etc. Clear? So that is about the cartilage, non-porous tissue, no blood vessels or nerves. Clear? Cartilage is semi-transparent and elastic. Cartilage is found in the tip of nose, external ear, trachea and bronchial tubes. Next we have bone. Bone is a hard porous tissue. So cartilage is a non-porous, bone is a hard porous tissue. It has a good supply of blood vessels and nerves. So 2 points are being clear between cartilage and bone. Clear? Cartilage is non-porous, bone is porous tissue. It has cartilage do not have blood vessels and nerves. This bone has got supply of blood vessels and nerves. It consists of both living cells called osteoblast and resid mass inorganic salts. Clear all of you? So it consists of cartilage and bone. You have to just understand cartilage and bone difference between. Then next we will see fluid connective tissue. Next is fluid connective tissue. It consists of blood and lymph. Blood is composed of liquid part of blood is known as plasma There are three types of cells in it: red blood cell, white blood cells and platelets. So blood, it is composed of liquid part. The liquid part of blood is known as plasma. The cellular part, red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets. So this is the composition of blood. All of you must note down composition of blood. Blood consists of liquid part, plasma, cellular part. Three types of cells are present in the blood: red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets. Red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets. Next, you can easily see the diagram, my dear students. This is red blood cell, these are white blood cells, these are the platelets, Next, we have lymph. Lymph is the fluid surrounding the body cells. Lymph is the fluid surrounding the body cells. It is essentially the blood plasma that has oozed out of the blood vessel. It contains white blood cells and not the red blood cells. Clear? So that is all about the lymph. Both blood and lymph are mainly concerned with transportation and also with immunity. Clear? So in this particular video which we have discussed now today, we have discussed types of connective tissue. Clear, all of you? Types of connective tissue we have discussed in detail. All the students must write and understand the types of connective tissue. Clear? Okay, thank you very much. Next we'll see in the next video.